experiences that I've had within my life, friends that have died and I've seen them, family members that have died and I've seen them, bumps and thumps at night.
The very first investigation that I ever went on, I was very unnerved. I was in a room by myself in a hotel, and I heard a noise on the carpet like someone scooting across the carpet. I didn't hear anything else. I didn't hear any voices or anything, but I started feeling very uneasy, so I took my camera and started taking pictures so that the flash would go off and I could see that there was nobody else in the room.
When you ask a question and you get a direct answer from a spirit or an entity, that's an EVP.
After the investigation, when we were listening to the recordings, there was a little girl's voice that said, "My name's Amanda." Found that a lot of the things that we get, we hear afterwards.
It's certainly really unsettling to have this audio of what sounds like a human voice saying, very strange things.
And I'm going, holy criminy, there's actually a ghost in there. I heard it live. So when you get, something like that live, and you're hearing it live, it's really cool. And that's the thrill of it.
EWP stands for Eastern Washington Paranormal. What EWP does usually is we'll meet with people who believe that they're having some sort of paranormal activity.
Normally we try to set up cases about a month in advance.
And I've got a statue of an angel on my dresser. Well, we left that night to go to a party, and we came back, and that angel was turned around facing the wall.
The Weinhardt Hotel in Dayton. That hotel is haunted. We've done 2 or 3 investigations there, and it is haunted.
This is the Weinhardt Hotel, and this hotel was built in 1890, and we've had Eastern Washington Paranormal here a couple times. When I was first started working here, I was housekeeping, and I was making a bed, and it was weird because I was, how you put the sheet down, and there was a silhouette of a body under there, and I was standing there waiting for it to flatten out, and I had to physically push the sheet down and flatten it out.
I've never actually been the one to have any personal experiences, and that's probably contributed to why over time I don't really think that there's anything to it.
And so finally I said, is there anybody even here, or are we just making fools of ourselves sitting in the dark talking? And we heard a male voice say, "Yeah."
Is there somebody here?
When I was a kid, my best friend drowned. And a few times in my life after that, he came back to me, and I actually saw him as he was just before he died. Our own house has activity. So that's what really got me into it, was to find out what's going on at my house, and that's when I contacted Eastern Washington Paranormal.
I came from kind of a sort of a religious background, and I was kind of, growing up, I'd never really, believed in it as much as I could have. My parents were always, warning me against kind of the dangers of messing with demons and whatnot and that sort of thing, and you can get possessed.
And I asked, did you know that what you're doing to this family is scaring them and making them very uneasy? And again, the voice said, yeah.
Are you aware that you're making the family that lives here very uncomfortable by the things you're doing? Yeah.
So I decided I'm going to go and, and just sort of stumble my way into whatever dangerous demonic stuff I can find.
The evidence review is not fun.
A lot of it can actually be kind of boring. There's a lot of evidence to review.
And TV, they make it look so easy and so quick.
So a lot of people see what goes on TV, and it's nothing like that.
Generally, with most of these paranormal shows, it's not so much about presenting something that's scientific or educational, it's about the entertainment factor.
These investigators will be walking around going, "Make a noise. If there's somebody here, let us know, make a noise." And there'll be a noise, and then they freak out.
Did you just grab that hand, dude?
What?
Did you just do that? What? Hand came right over there, dude. What?
and you hear a noise, you got what you wanted.
Get the out of here. Go in. Go in.
If you're looking for it, you're going to find it, whether it's there or not. And so you have to be real careful and try to step back and look at it logically.
Even if, nobody knows the explanation, that doesn't mean that there isn't an explanation. If you believe in the paranormal, then you're going to see the paranormal everywhere.
One of the things I really like about this team is that we try to debunk first. We're not jumping to too many conclusions, and when we do catch a piece of evidence, we're just as skeptical as anybody else would be about it. We don't just automatically assume every little pop and click is something paranormal.
Generally, I think the reason a lot of people investigate at night is just because it's more fun.
When I was in that room making the bed, I was thinking, can ghosts see you? And I just was thinking all those things like, I wonder if they can really see you and everything. And when I made that bed and the silhouette of the body in the bed, the first thing I thought of was, they can see you.
Was that you, Chris?